Hey y'all, so this is part two of interview with the pick me, the home wrecker, and the doormat. So this is where the episode starts taking a darker turn. Ever since Lestat left Louis has been hallucinating Lestat, but that's not all. Because Louis is so high off of Daniel's blood, adult fiend's fucking blood, and he's getting into this argument, and when like Armand starts really dragging him about Claudia, Louis starts being like, I know. And he starts feeling heartbroken because he's like, damn, like, yeah, I know Claudia didn't love me, but I know you and Lestat loved me the most and all that other shit. You know, he's feeling guilty. And then he starts hearing Claudia. He starts hearing her voice. Now, remember, he's hopped off on drugs. So he runs out the room and runs outside because he hears Claudia's voice. Now, remind you, it's daylight. Louis gets burned up so bad. So this is a callback to episode 1 when he's in the car with Claudia and he's talking about it's me and you and me, and as long as you live, I would never taste the flames. Like, I would never try to kill myself. And he basically tell her, if there's no other vampires, you are enough. You know, that whole bullshit, that fucking lie, because Lestat was literally, he was hallucinating Lestat right fucking next to each other, right fucking next to her. So he runs outside, and then Armand has a fucking panic attack and basically retrieves Louis' body. Now Louis is burnt to a fucking crisp. And he's like, what happened? Like, what the fuck happened after the high went down? And Armand's like, you said some real foul fucking shit to me. So now the tables are turned, because now, Louis, you're in a very helpless fucking position. And not only that, you took Daniel to the house that y'all supposed to be renovated in. You ran outside into the fire. So someone saw your skin and all the dust particles in the air floating around. So I had to kidnap the fucking neighbor. So I then killed the fucking neighbor. It's fucking daylight. And now we got Daniel to fucking worry about, and your body is all chopped up. What the fuck do we do? What do we do? So immediately Louis like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. He's like, bitch, that shit means fucking nothing to me. And then he's like, okay, so now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this fucking boy Daniel. And then Louis so happy, he's like, oh my god, Daniel's alive. Wrong thing to fucking worry about. Wrong fucking thing. And he's like, oh, you're worried about fucking Daniel. Oh, okay. So he's already angry. He's already jealous of Daniel. So Daniel over there sitting in this fucking chair in the background. He's like, oh, this fascinating fucking boy, this boy that you like more than me. And then you got Louis like, please don't kill him. Don't kill him. That makes Armand even worse. That makes it worse, because not only did you not fuck him, you done had lingering, deep, passionate, intimate conversations with him. You told him all your fucking trauma, and y'all was doing this for 10 hours. You was talking to this boy, showing your innermost thoughts with him willingly for 10 fucking hours till the sun came up. Y'all was over here talking until the sun rose. And this is the motherfucker, you're not even worried about all the shit that I have to clean up. You're worrying about fucking Daniel. So while Daniel's sitting in the background, he's like, oh, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. And Armand is torturing the fuck out of Daniel. He's slamming him to the wall, dislocating his fucking arm. Armand ends up finding the fucking tapes that Louis and Daniel made, right? And he ends up pulling the film out of the VCR little tapes and stuff like that. And as he's doing it, the other tapes in the background, they're getting pulled out telepathically as well. It was like one of the most trippy shit in the world. And Daniel's like, he's so young, he's drugged up, he doesn't understand what's going on or the gravity of his situation. So, like, he's like, listen, I didn't mean to, I didn't know. And then he ends up finding out, like, he ends up sitting down in front of Daniel and basically raping his fucking mind, trying to figure out what is so special about Daniel. And Daniel's like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's so special about me. And he starts ripping into fucking Daniel, pulling up old trauma, tormenting Daniel, forcing him to do the squats, forcing him to rest, flinging him around like a fucking doll. It gets really fucking dark. And he basically kidnapped Daniel for 4 fucking days. 4 days. He not even 4 days. I want to say a while. Like, they kidnapped Daniel. Daniel was the house pet for a while. And and Armand starts listening to these tapes in the few days. And he's just like, do you think I'm boring? Do you think I'm boring? So he keeps Daniel there as a way to figure out how to make his marriage with Louis work. Right? By trying to, what I interpret as, taking the qualities that is so likable of Daniel and then trying to insert that onto him. It is some of the most weakest, lamest shit in the world. And this is why you're unattractive. This is why Louis not interested in you. You're physically attractive, but as far as personality wise, you reek of desperation, and you are just very, very weak. And it's just like, you want to be loved so bad. It's like, girl, like, relax. You have no life outside of that. You don't have no fucking hobbies. You don't have no friends. You're not well-rounded. You don't have anything that you really like to do outside of Louis. And that's what makes you so unappealing, Armand. It's not that. It's your desperation. If you would lay back and actually lived life and actually was enjoyable to be around, it's just, you are boring. You are really fucking boring, and you're clingy as hell. This is one of the reasons why the pick-me's never get picked, and this is why the decenter men movement is so powerful right now, because you are naturally more interesting when you have other shit going on in your life. So like, it's really, y'all, like, he is out here, like, Armand is listening to these tapes desperately for days. He's trying to really figure out what the fuck was in these tapes that just made Louis just want to keep this human around. Like, it's the funniest thing. And it's just like, the basic answer, bitch, is just compassion, honesty. Like, Armand doesn't know how to have a relationship without being manipulative or being fucking controlling. It's the weirdest shit on the planet. So then, like, it's crazy because Louis all burnt up in the casket, and he basically feeds Louis his fucking blood, and he basically clock his teeth. He's like, bitch, your maker ain't never coming back to get you. Not as long as I have a say in it. You and Lestat ain't never going to link up again. And this is the part where I'm just like, let him go. Like, let him go. Like, I'm too, like, out of all the sins that you can carry, like, why not pride? Like, oh. Then Armand drops a motherfucking bombshell. He basically says, girl, I know where Lestat is. And then Louis like, huh? What? And he's like, I know where Lestat is. And he's like, you know, I can do you a kindness. And it's so manipulative. So he's on this 3-way fucking call with his current husband and his ex-nigga. And he's trying to be the mediator between the both of them. Because remember, Louis can't reach out to Lestat because they're maker and creator. Like, they can't read each other's minds. So Armand starts telling him, like, hey, Lestat, Louis wants to speak to you. Louis hurt. I'm not telling you where he is, yada, yada, yada. If you want to hear his voice, if you, like, I'm trying to, like, he wants to talk to you, basically. So as they're doing this fucking talking, he's, like, talking through Lestat's fucking, like, being Lestat's fucking mouthpiece. But as he's being his mouthpiece, he just basically fucking refuses to, like, Lestat is, like, panicking. He's like, where's Louis? What's wrong with him? What's going on? So I'm under the impression that Lestat thinks that Louis is happy in his relationship with Armand and let him rock. Like, he basically thinks that Louis fucking hates his guts and shit like that. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm sticking to. So then they start, like, as, like, he starts calling him Mashir, it gets really fucking weak. Because you can tell that Armand is still jealous over the Lestat shit, and then he's jealous currently with the Louis shit. It's like he wants to be a part of whatever the fuck these two got going on. He wants that love. He wants to be a part of it, and he's envious of it.